Hello, everybody. Josh, the alien you call God here, back again for yet another list discussing the best music from 2025. Today we are going to discuss the top 25 post hardcore EPs of 2025. Um, you can check out the live stream at the alien you call God on Twitch. Or you can check out the VODs after the fact on YouTube at The Arbiter of Cool, or just check out my lists on Instagram at The Arbiter of Cool. Appreciate you tuning in. We're just going to get right into it. At number 25, we have a band that I think is relatively new. Um, Looks like they did release a demo last year, but other than that, this is their first EP release. And they're from Savannah, Georgia. They go by Rosemary Nods Upon the Grave. Um, and just some good screamo. Oh, just for the record, this will cover um, post-hardcore screamo, scrams, whatever the Dance Gavin dance stuff is. Everything in that whole gamut there. Um, but yeah, for the most part, I do listen to screamo style post hardcore there. But there's a little bit of variety in this list today. But yeah, this would be just your typical screamo kind of stuff. And oh, I better change my audio here. Oh, not so good. And I'm gonna play you the song Bonaventure off of the 4-track EP, which just goes by EP1, from Rosemary Nods Upon the Grave. Yeah, kind of mellow, a mellow type of screamo with a little bit of shoegaze vibes there. But yeah, pretty decent first offering other than their demo. Still not like super high production quality. A lot of the bands on this list today won't have super high production quality, but um, are putting out some pretty good releases nonetheless. A lot of the stuff seems, tends to be self-produced and with bands like this, which is awesome. And but yeah, you don't always get the highest production quality, but like the talent is there. So hopefully with they could pop off a little more with like if they get a little bit more resources to work with there. But yeah, number 25 on our list to start us off. Um, Rosemary Nods from the Grave out of Savannah, Georgia, there with their EP1. For number 24, I have a split here from two British Columbia bands. Gotta get the 1 second. Just gotta download the image here. And Um, so it's Coup d'etat from Victoria, BC, and Lakeside Amusement Park from Kelowna, British Columbia. I'm a little bit more partial for the uh, Coup d'etat stuff. Coup d'etat is a band I've been really enjoying right now, um, and I'm going to play you the song. Uh, the Cost of Playing It Cool, featuring Lord Rot. I'm not sure who Lord Rot is. Must be another BC guy that I'm not super familiar with. But yeah, really been enjoying Coup d'etat. They put out this and another EP release, which will be featured a little bit higher on the list. Again, not the highest production quality or anything like that. It's definitely more screamo. Lakeside Amusement Park has a little bit of more of that like speaking style where they play and like just speak over it, kind of akin to like This Day Forward or something like that. But yeah, I've really been liking the stuff that Coup d'etat put out last year. So super stoked to have another great Canadian band um, coming out with some good post-hardcore there. But anyways, this is Coup d'etat's The Cost of Playing It Cool featuring Lord Rot off of the Lakeside Amusement Park, a Coup d'etat split. Yeah, this is definitely a band to keep an eye out for in the future. A little bit of mathcore influence there, but like some really solid screamo out of Victoria, British Columbia. Lakeside Amusement Park's offerings are also pretty good, but I'm just gonna play the one track off the album there. Really cool EP to check out, and if you do like that, also check out Coup d'etat's other EP that they released on their own there. But yeah, that's number 24 on our list of top 25 post hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 23, we're heading just a little south to Seattle, Washington, for the band My Better Half. It's basically a self-titled EP, um, and this is another one that's got some catchy. It's got some catchy stuff. It's just more screamo, but like the production, like again, production quality is not the greatest. It's a 5-track EP, and I'm gonna play the first song off the album, which is Owen's song number 1.
Diane, 11:30 p.m. Great Northern Hotel, room 315.
Love me some Twin Peaks.
Events converge. The theory of concentric thinking. There may, in fact, be no such thing as coincidence. While generally a man missing a limb is not in and of itself strange for a hospital, Deputy Hawk reports seeing a one-armed man outside of intensive care. A note, 5x7 envelope, cream-colored, and scented with an expensively priced perfume, was slipped underneath my door. It said, Jack with one eye. Now to sleep, perchance to dream.
Yeah, another more chill, kind of chill, little bit mellow kind of screamo there. It does pick up a little on some of the other songs on the album there, but yeah, really enjoyed that. My Better Half, self-titled EP out of Seattle, Washington, at number 23 on our list of the top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. Um, for number 22, let's see if okay, I did get it here. We got the band Rose Sharon, or sorry, Rosa Sharon. Rosa Sharon. I keep saying it wrong. Rosa Sharon, out of Texas. I'm not exactly sure where they're from because they don't have like a Bandcamp presence. I can only really find their Instagram, and they just say they're from Texas. But they have a new EP out called "If This Letter Leaves Candlelight." It's they got both them. They have like a kind of female clean vocalist and a male screamo vocalist, and a little bit of auto tune on the clean singing, which I'm not a huge fan of. If I would have enjoyed this album slightly more if it was a bit more raw. I would think, but the production quality is quite good, and it's a good album. I just yeah, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of like the auto tune-ish sound on the clean singing there, but I'll just play the opening track, um, episode one, dialogue upon crash landing. Yeah, I really loved the dichotomy between the female clean singer and the more raw screaming. And it is a very catchy album. It's a very catchy album. But I feel like this one could have benefited from being a little bit more raw. But yeah, either way, great EP. Rosa Sharon out of Texas. Some really great scream over there. For number 21, we're actually going international to Seoul, South Korea for the band Pale Sistis. They have a new EP out called Something Happens and Remains. And this one's a little bit more core. They actually have their last song is called hashtag Make Scrams Hardcore Again 2025. So, if you're looking for, you can hashtag that and maybe find some like live videos or something. But I'm going to play you the second track off the album, 24th December. Yeah, I really like this album. Might be a little bit underrated this low on the list as well. Great stuff. Great blend of emo core and like screamo. Um, I really enjoyed this album from Pale Sistis out of South Korea. There, number 21 on our list, top 25 hardcore EP. I'm sorry, post hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 20, we are coming back to the United States for a hopefully a band. Yep, I do have the album cover. This is Imagine We Had Antlers, self-titled album. Just some more solid fucking screamo out of Arizona, and I'm going to play you the song "Open Season." I would like to say that a lot of these bands, because a lot of these bands self-produce their own stuff. A lot of these albums you can just go to Bandcamp and like download for pay what you can or free, right? So that's the beauty about this. You can get the music for free if you want. Then if the band comes through your area, you can go check them out and catch a show, buy some merch or whatever. But yeah, imagine we had Antlers open season off their self-titled EP. Yeah, I was getting the next one set up, and I actually let two songs play through there. So that was Open Season, followed by Mount Wrightson, off of Imagine We Had Antlers, self-titled EP, which looks to be like it is their introductory release, out of Phoenix, Arizona. There, yeah, much more emo leaning, screamo style there, but a great album there. Look forward to what they put out in the future. Um, for number 19, we are actually going to Spain. This is one of the better produced albums on the list today, and they are from Galdacao, Spain. Not a place I am familiar with at all, but this is the band Calathea, and they have a new album out called Flowers and Knives, and I'm gonna play you one of the singles, which is called Ribcage. Yeah, just a really beautiful album from these guys out of Galdic House, Spain. Calathea, Flowers and Knives. That was the one of the two singles off the album Ribcage, and it is a seven-track album, so probably one of the longer releases on the list today as well. But yeah, really good production quality on that one. Number 19 on our list of the top 25 uh, Post Hardcore EPs of 2025. For the next one, this is oops, got to download the image. This band has been getting a little bit of hype, a little bit of controversy. Um, I honestly can't remember what the controversy was, but I know there was a slight bit of controversy around surrounding this band. But it's the band February out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and it is spelled without the R, so it's not February, it's February. And they have a new EP out called Run Like a Girl, and I am going to play you the song, the title track off the album. Yeah, I love the visceral screams of the lead singer there. gets right to your heartstrings there. But yeah, February, Run Like a Girl, their new EP out of Las Vegas, Nevada. If you are from Southern Ontario like I am, they are playing Hard Luck Bar in Toronto on January 27, 2026 there. So I might be at that show myself. But yeah, I'm not sure who they're playing with, but would be a good show to check out if you are a screamo post-hardcore fan and you do live uh, in the vicinity of Toronto there. But yeah, so and they're obviously touring as well, so they might be coming through a city near you as well. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, they are number 18 on our list of the top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 17, we're going back to the band that I featured earlier, Coup d'etat, for their self-titled EP release, again out of Victoria, British Columbia. I am loving what this band is doing. Um, they this is a 4-track EP. It does feature the song that I played earlier off of the split with Lakeside Amusement Park. But I'm just gonna play you the opening track, Amore Mio.
Witness to dispute. It's all flirty at night. To the daughter and her parents. She was pissed in a language that I couldn't speak. How do you explain what you understand? 1,000 trillion wrong you barely comprehend. What you yourself can't fucking shake. I have seen 1,000 nothing of the mind. I know what happened. Light, never smoking.
Yeah, man, this band has been doing some awesome things. And I super look forward to seeing what they put out on for a full length release there, because everything they put out last year was absolutely fucking killer. Yeah, number 17 on our list of the top 25 uh, post-hardcore EPs of 2025. Really great release from them. For number 16, we are going for a three-way split, 2 tracks per band, from the bands Agile, Opposition Dolls, and Fingers Woven Together. Um, Agile is from St. Petersburg, Florida, and they also put out an EP called Care Package earlier this year. Um, uh, Opposition Dolls is from Miami, Florida, and I'm not. I think Fingers Woven Together is also from Florida. I think all three bands are from Florida, but I'm not entirely sure where Fingers Woven Together are from, but I will look that up while we play the song. I am actually partial towards the Opposition Dolls two tracks, Biltmore and So Help Me God, are fucking amazing. All the tracks from all the bands are pretty solid, but the Opposition Dolls offerings really stood out to me. So I'm gonna play you the song Biltmore, which is the first of the two tracks from Opposition Dolls' contribution to the 6-song split EP between the three bands. Yeah, that was Biltmore by Opposition Dolls from Miami, Florida, off of the three-way split between Agile, Opposition Dolls, and Fingers Woven Together. So I did look up where Fingers Woven Together is from. It looks like they have members from Tampa, Miami, and Jacksonville, so that's why they just listed as Florida there. But yeah, great release. Agile also put out an EP called Care Package that you can check out as well. Yeah, great release from these three bands. Solid Florida screamo offering there. Number 16 at our list of the top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. For 15, this is I generally don't listen to all of the foreign language EPs. Um, uh, that sing in like other languages, but this is one that I did listen to. It's only 2 tracks, but it's each track is like over like 12 to 15 minutes long. So I'm probably not going to play the full track for you. Um, they are the band is called Rayan, Raein. The album is called Form Summers. I will look up while the song's playing what that means. But they are from Forlì, Italy, and they just got some nice emo riffs going on in this release, and I did want to throw a little bit of international flavor into the list today. But yeah, it is a great release, and but like I said, I just want to, full disclosure, I don't always consider every band that sings in foreign language. I know there's a lot of Russian screamo that I did check out, but didn't really consider for the list here. And obviously, I had the band from Seoul, and they did have like a section of the song. They for the most part sang in English, but there was one section of the song where he like spoke in Korean. But yeah, Rayan, Form Submerse. Like I said, it's only 2 tracks, and it's called, it's like the first track's called First Movement, second track's called Second Movement. I'm just going to play you an extract from the first movement, and it is their first release in 10 years, by the way, and they are on Persistent Vision Records out of Europe there. But yeah, solid release from this really great Italian screamo band. Yeah, so that was just a taste of the track, which is it's about 1/3 of that track there. Um, really awesome band. This would have been much higher on the list if it was probably like in English language because I do really love this EP from Rayan. I did look up what form submerged means. It means submerged forms. Um, awesome screamo band out of Forlì, Italy. There, highly recommend you check out the album. Number 15 on our list, but definitely underrated at that number there. Um, yeah, moving on. We're gonna go to by far the most prolific band that I came across in 2025. Um, this is the band Life. They were originally from Oak Park, Illinois, but I guess I'm not sure if it's just one person, but like the main guy from the band relocated to Texas, so they do play out of Texas now, as far as I know. Um, but this is the band Life, and so they put out 13 releases last year, including two full length albums, an EP that is basically a full length album because it's about almost like 45 minutes long. Uh, this demo, which is the first release that they put out. Sorry, I think this is the first release they put out. They might have put out, but they put out. They have a series of demos that are just like demo one, demo two, demo three, demo four. Everything from demo six to hold on, let me go back here. Everything from demo 6 to demo 12. So six entire full demos were they put out. They put out a split EP. They put out a single mineral cover. So one of those 13 is a single mineral cover. It's one track, right? 12 basic. This I think there was only one or two tracks on the split EP. So take two of those. But other than that, 11 basically full releases in 1 year, which is absolutely insane. And they're pretty consistently good. I honestly didn't even consider the regular the numbered demos for this list. I just it was just too much to go through. So but they are really fucking good. Pretty good. So I just picked like the first release, and I'm gonna use that to illustrate their style. And like I said, obviously I didn't consider there's a potential that their full length albums will be on the full length list, but as far as the EP goes, I wasn't gonna just put like have them take up like a bunch of spots, which they more than likely would have. But yeah, so this is the original demo that they put out in I believe April, and it is called dot 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 and still it flutters. Like I said, they are originally out of Oak Park, Illinois, but now play out of Texas, and I'm gonna play you the song Monologue. Yeah, like I said, that's just a basically a taste, and like some of the full lengths and a couple of the other longer release EPs are have a little bit of better production quality, but I just wanted to kind of use this as a representation of their their plethora of releases this past year. But yeah, number 14, Life. That's a taste of And Still It Flutters, but there's a lot more where that came from. And like I said, they are out of Oak Park, Illinois, but now play out of Texas. For number 13, I have another split, a three-band split, which goes by Chicago Handshake. The title of the EP is Chicago Handshakes, but it's a split between 10-Month Summer, Vality, and Background Character. And the band Vality put out an excellent EP this year. So here's the cover for Chicago Handshakes. And I'm going to play you the song. Let me get this ready. Sorry, I didn't have this ready for you. I was looking something up there. And I'll play you. I really like all three tracks are very good. But because I am going to feature Vality a little bit higher, I'm going to play you 10-Month Summer's track Every Day Feels Like 9/12.
Every day feels like 9/12, like my skin is a stain that I can't erase. And what if I pass it down to my children? Will they be proud? Will they feel the same? I remember when the towers fell, my mother said, please be safe. No mother should have to worry that her child will be erased. And I remember after 45, my mother called me because I lived below the Mason-Dixon line. And now the bombs fall again, in a place overseas, on children that look like me. And in the States, a child barely 6 is mercilessly erased. My mother says, please be safe. I tell her and my grandma the same. Every day feels like 9/12. Every day feels like hell. Every day feels like 9/12. Every day erases more and more of myself.
Yeah, I love that track. Vality is also fucking awesome. Like I said, their EP is so good. It's much higher on the list today. And Shinzo Abe, the third band on the sorry, apologize, background character whose track is called Shinzo Abe, is kind of like a screamo ska band. But yeah, this only three tracks on. It's just one track from each band. But super good release. All three bands are from Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, some good EPs from this year that have like some like municipal and or regional representation there. You know, we had the Florida three band split. This three band split. Really solid stuff coming out of Chicago. But yeah, I really love that 10-month summer track. They also did put out another EP called Parallel Vision, a turnover cover compilation, um, which I also believe that's like one track. They play "Cutting My Fingers Off," and then there's three other tracks from three other bands, and that was released on December 31st. So I actually didn't even catch that. I just realized that they put that out now. But yeah, really cool band, 10-month summer out of Chicago. Also features Vality and background character Chicago Handshakes, number 13 on our list of top 25 post hardcore EPs of 2025. Um, for number 12, I was looking stuff up, so I normally get ready for the next one. But this is another four band split. Um, Basically three screamo bands and one emo band from Aren't We Amphibians, Awake But Still in Bed, California Cousins, and Your Arms Are My Cocoon. It's just called Four Way Split. Um, the Aren't We Amphibians put out an amazing. I mean, they're not even post hardcore. They're just straight up emo. They put out an amazing album this year. This track is also fucking awesome. Probably my favorite track on the album. But I'm gonna play you the Awake But Still in Bed track, which is called Sovereign. Just let me throw up the album cover for you here. There's the album cover for Four Way Split. And yeah, this is Awake But Still in Bed's Sovereign. because I forgot to mute it. So hopefully it didn't double play there. My bad if it did. I apologize. But yeah, it seems like all four bands are from California. Aren't We Amphibians is from San Diego. Wake But Still in Bed's from Berkeley. Where are Your Arms? Your Arms Are My Cocoon are from. Oops. I think they're all from. Oh, Your Arms Are My Cocoon are from Chicago, and then California Cousins, I would imagine, are from. I'm not sure. All of the California. Oh, there we go. California Cousins Bandcamp. Oh, they don't have their own Bandcamp, so I'm not entirely sure where they're from. But yeah, all four releases, all four tracks on this album are bangers. I would say the weakest one is definitely Your Arms Are My Cocoon, but the other three are all excellent. Another great, split release that is, for the most part, screamo, except for the Aren't We Amphibians track, which is obviously a banger emo. It's a banger emo track though, so really well deserving of a spot at number 12 on the list of top 25 post-hardcore albums of 2025. For number 11, I keep having to look up. These splits are taking me so long to look shit up on it. So for number 11, this is the band Closure. They have a new album out called Your Sweet Suffering. The Sweet Suffering. I apologize. And they are from. The Sweet. Okay, they are from Sydney, Australia, and really good female-fronted band. Definitely like a little bit more melodic hardcore leaning, and it's a 6-track EP. Like I said, really solid release, a little bit more international flavor, and I'm gonna play you the second track off the album called "A Cold Space Between."
Every waking moment, you've got the blood on your hands. There's nothing you can do to take it back. I live within these walls, and it makes me sick to death. When the day of judgment comes, you will fucking feel it.
Yeah, probably the most poppy album on this list. Really high production value. Obviously a little bit more melodic hardcore leaning, but it still has like some, a little bit. I feel like a clean singing in combination with the kind of emo parts of the song. Definitely put it in the post-hardcore category there, but really solid release from Closure there out of Sydney, Australia. The Sweet Suffering at number 11 on our list. Number 10 on our list is again probably one of the more mainstream sounding albums on this list. This is a band called Teal Deer out of Burton-on-Trent, UK. They got a new EP out called Menace. I would say it's definitely more on the it's somewhere in between post-hardcore and metalcore, and maybe even some like alt metally new metal kind of influence in there as well. But I mean, it's a good fucking album. And they seem to be a pretty new band. It looks like they put out a demo in or they put out a full EP in 2024, and they put out an EP this year. So they do look pretty young as well. And I'm gonna play you the second track off the album, which is called "The Devil's Toy Box."
Victory, and when we succumb,
Yeah, really interesting album that blends like a whole bunch of different styles. Obviously, there's some metalcore in there. There's like, the spoken kind of word parts that you get in a lot of post-hardcore bands. Even like maybe a little bit of Korn influence on that one part in there, and obviously some like metalcore aspects as well. Yeah, very very diverse and interesting album from this new band out of Burton on Trent, UK. Teal Deer. The album is called Menace. I mean, you could have probably put that in a number of different categories. I ended up, throwing it in here with post-hardcore because it does kind of fit in a lot of ways. But yeah, very interesting, cool album from Teal Deer. Again, one of the more mainstream sounding releases on this list today. But number 10 on our list of top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 9, I guess this is one of the. I mean, for me, this is one of the more well-known bands. I think they're probably one of the more well-known bands on this list here. Out of Denton, Texas. Just got to download the. Wasn't prepared here. We're at what, number 9? This is the band Record Setter out of Denton, Texas. They have a new EP out called Invoke. And I really like this band. Been listening to their past few releases, enjoyed all of them, and this one is no different. Looks like they have a video for the song Peace in Memory, so I will play that song for you. Yeah, I love this band. Fucking awesome. That was Peace and Memory from Record Setter's new post-hardcore EP, Invoke. I mean, if you're not familiar with this band already, I don't know why, but you should acclimate yourself with them because everything they've put out so far has been fucking amazing. Number 9 on our list of top 25 hardcore EPs of 2025. For the next one, this is an interesting one because this dude is basically so this guy I'm not sure how popular this is. This is something I'm not super familiar with at all, but this album came across or I came across this album, ended up downloading it, and man, is it ever fucking good. Like, this album is really good. So this is Scarl XRD. I'm not entirely sure how you're supposed to say it. You might say it in a certain way, but I'm not sure. But this dude is basically like, so he plays what he calls trap metal, which is like trap hip hop with, I mean, what he's calling metal, but it's effectively a post-hardcore album. But so how I would describe it is a combination of like UK drill rap and post-hardcore, but he's only rapping a minority of the times. He's almost always like he's screaming or like, so he's got that post-hardcore scream. So super intriguing album. It's called Penance. The EP is called Penance. He does have a number of other releases, and I'm honestly not sure if they're of a similar style or not, or if he was just like straight up rapping before. But yeah, he's kind of weird. He wears like this mask with like a zipper mouth thing. He's a weird. He's a kind of a character, but yeah. So I mean, you might not think that this would belong on a list like this, but I think it definitely fits here. Because like I said, I'm not familiar with this guy at all. I just kind of like looked him up after the fact, after downloading this album, and being like, yeah, this is pretty fucking good, dude. And but anyways, I'm gonna play you the song Firefly. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, Scarl XRD, Scarlard, or maybe, I don't know, but Scarl XRD, from Wolverhampton, UK. My first introduction to trap metal, but I would say it's as far as post-hardcore goes, it's a fucking solid post-hardcore album, and this is the song Firefly, which is the opening track on the album.
From a mind that's cold. My decisions help me grow. Can't get this far, you're way too fragile. The shit that kills them, I can handle. I grew immune to poison sugar. You started with another battle. Firefly. You don't look so bright. Next to me, no one dies because I'm trying so much and traded all my time. Your misery was the sign of your conquest. Please as the goal. You're the center of control. It's getting harder not to fall. Maybe you should stop the running, my friend. I ain't picking up a call. I know you hate what you're becoming, my guess is that you're wishing you were more. Sure, we're working every day like I did. I'm so tired of you all. How can you live like this? Your alliance isn't brave, just bold. If we light eyes face to face, here you go. I'm fucking tapping down. Still a one man lonely. I just get back up every time I fall. Not even death can stop me. No. Hey, my son, who got who I was. Tell me this ain't the shit that you want. Tell me this ain't the shit that you do.
Yeah, super interesting album. Like I said, it's kind of got that like almost like Central C drill hop. He's got like a similar like slightly like subtle style akin to that, with like just like post hardcore music. So I mean, I wouldn't call it like metal, but like, this album is fucking good, dude. It's fucking good. So I don't know if people are gonna hate on this this you know pick or not, but yeah, Scarl XRD, Penance out of Wolverhampton, UK. Solid fucking post hardcore album or trap metal, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I enjoyed it. You might too. I don't know. But it's pretty cool, and it's definitely something different for sure. Um, for number seven, we are going to Ulm, Germany, for a band called I Saw Daylight. They have a new EP out called Smiling is Overrated. And, oops, that's not the right one. There we go. And this is another good release. That's just a slightly a bit more hardcore leaning, I guess. I would say it's not screamo. So it's a make a distinction between the two. But really solid EP nonetheless. And I'm going to play you the song "Happy Nothing."
You are getting a conscience. You are better of cursing to yourself. What does it matter when the damage is done? When the remedy's done, you are losing control. Trusting it, this will save you to step to. When it starts to hurt, nothing can drag you down. Live in its air, the feel invincible. Breathe into deeply, sustain in this world. Life's like effort to remedy sleep. Nothing will help, you suffer in peace. Until the damage you die, break it down in seconds. If you want to remember, you should run and defend it. We are lost in the everlasting. It never rains. Conscience, bad noise, the fear of death, the road that's at time. It never meant to end. We are happy lives. This time is real. The time before was just a dream. Nothing lies melted, running to war. The answer is burned. Nothing more. Holding it back until we black out. Now we're stuck in on the door, but you are not now. Silence is scary, you are married to this bad sound. This is not a phase, mom. You keep your head down. Smiling is overrated. When your standards are fading to the point where the stomach's shaking. You cannot explain it. You can't excite it, set to lose your patience. You have tried to rage out. Took a deep breath, anyway to help that. Never tried to let you break it. Lost in the everlasting. It never rains. Conscience, bad eyes, the fear of death, the road that's at time. It never makes a sense. We
Yeah, awesome fucking release from I Saw Daylight. Smiling is Overrated from Germany. Obviously, a little bit more melodic, hardcore leaning as opposed to like a lot of the earlier stuff that which has been screamo thus far. But yeah, um, great fucking album. Uh, Number 7 on our list of top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 6, we're actually sticking with Germany. 2 German bands in a row. It just kind of happened that way. Uh, this band is a little bit more akin to bands like This Day Forward, which is probably like my favorite post-hardcore band of all time, and one of the earlier post-hardcore bands. Uh, that were around on Eulogy Recordings there. But yeah, this is the band Cages. They have a new EP out on what is it called? Uh, Thorough Love Records, out of Germany there, and they are from Ludwigsburg, Germany. But yeah, this if you are a fan of bands like This Day Forward, this will definitely be up your alley, and I'm gonna play you the song "Masters of the Universe."
Well, I feel sick to my stomach about it.
Yeah,
You? You ever feel that sick to your stomach?
sometimes. I try to see the big picture, though, the mission.
Monsters.
What did you say?
Fucking monsters, all of you.
Yeah, like I said, very, very obviously influenced by bands like This Day Forward. Which, if you're not familiar with them, please go back and listen to their back catalog because they don't play a whole lot. So I actually bought. They played like a couple shows, um, one in Philadelphia and one in New York City the past year, and I had tickets for the New York City one, but my car broke down, and I tried to rent a car, and then I didn't have the space on my credit card to hold the $750 for to get the car, and then I tried to take the bus and the train, but they were fucking sold out, and I was like, I literally couldn't get there. I tried giving the ticket away, and then nobody even took it, so I was just like, oh, fucking, oh man, one of the biggest regrets in my life missing that show because they are one of my favorite bands of all time. Um, and he does the lead singer of This Day Forward does play guitar in Poison the Well now too. So they Poison the Well has a new record coming out very very soon. So super stoked for that. But yeah, I would I like This Day Forward more than I do Poison the Well. So it would mean a whole lot more to me if This Day Forward was playing and releasing a new album there too. But yeah, if you like this, you'll like This Day Forward. If you like This Day Forward, you'll like this. Cages, Better Mistakes, out of Ludwigsburg, Germany, on Thorough Love Records in Europe there. Number 6 on our list of top 25 Post Hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 25, for number 5, we're going back to a band that was featured on the Chicago Handshakes EP from earlier, where I played a song from 10 Month Summer. But as I noted, this is the band Vality. They have a new EP out called Drag Through the Garden, and it is fucking incredible. The first single off this album is called Valerie, and I'm gonna play. Let me put up the album cover for you first, and then I will play you the song Valerie, which is the second track off the album. But yeah, man, dude, this album is fucking great. Everything from here on up is, pretty fucking good, man. But yeah, Vality, Drag Through the Garden, out of Chicago, Illinois. This is the song Valerie.
What do you think's going to happen to you now?
I have no idea. I don't care. I'm looking forward to going to jail because there's nothing out here but garbage.
Is put in a mental hospital. Mr. Warhol recovers.
Yeah, obviously a little bit more mathcore leaning there, they take a lot of mathcore influences there, but I fucking love that combination. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, but Vality, out of Chicago, Illinois, Drag Through the Garden, fucking amazing. I think it's like 6 tracks, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 7 tracks. So one of the longer EPs on the list today. But yeah, super fucking solid album there. Drag Through the Garden. Number 5 on our list of top 25 post-hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 4, we are going to a band from Kalamazoo, Michigan. They are called Satsuma. Not a band I was familiar with prior to this, and it looks like this is their first release, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, some people have likened them to Thursday, but I think they also have like a little bit of a This Day Forward kind of vibe. I am, like I said, they're one of my favorite bands of all time, so like obviously I'm gonna like bands that kind of emulate them in some way or form. But yeah, killer fucking album, and I'm just oh shit, some stuff fell off. Why'd that fall? That's crazy. That's been up there for months and it just fell. But I'm gonna play you the song. It's a Doggy Dog World. Yeah, you can definitely hear a little bit of Thursday influence there, but I would say that they take out more after bands like This Day Forward and stuff like that than they do Thursday. But you can, yeah, I can definitely see where people are coming from when they do make that comparison. But yeah, number 4 on our list, Satsuma. This is my outside voice from Kalamazoo, Michigan. A very raw, underproduced album. I feel like if this album had a little bit better production, it would get a little bit more recognition. But yeah, a very cool new band to keep an eye out for in the future for sure. This 6 tracks here. decent, about 25 minutes long, released in March there. Number 4 on our list of top 25 Post Hardcore EPs of 2025. For number 3, we're going to a band most, at least OGs, will be familiar with of the Post Hardcore realm. Because, is this going to work? I'm not sure if this is going to work. Let's see if this will work or not. Because this is their first release in 26 years. We've had a couple releases like that on the last couple lists, but this is, of course, Seisha, their new EP, Tendrils, out of New York City, New York. Yeah, so, I mean, this album is just fucking good. Like, I mean, if you grew up listening to Seisha, you will love this album. It looks like one of the tracks was released in 2015, at least on their Bandcamp. It says, unless I'm, hold on, let me get over there. Unless I'm not mistaken, Seisha. Yeah, it says. So there's 3 tracks on this EP. And so it looks like one of the 3 tracks, Three Faces Past, was recorded in 2015, but they only released it as a single. So this is their first, actual physical release as an EP with 2 new songs, Tendrils and Corkscrew Spine. And it is fucking awesome. I'm just going to play you the introductory track. Off of the title track, the introductory and title track of the album Tendrils, which is I'm just glad to see them back. I love when bands out of the blue come back and start releasing banger shit. Thursday, obviously, now Seisha. It looks like they have a couple shows coming up, one at the Hollywood Palladium in May, and one in Leeds, UK in April. So they're not playing very consistently. I imagine those are probably festival slots there. But yeah, whoops, I'm gonna play Tendrils as opposed to Corkscrew Spine, just on the wrong one. And yeah, so this is Tendrils, the first new track. Well, I guess not the first new track, but the title track of the first release from this band in 26 years. I think their last album was 1999. So yeah, Seisha, Tendrils, welcome back. Glad to have you back. Absolute banger, boys. Yeah, amazing, amazing track. All three tracks are bangers. Corkscrew Spine is also excellent. Of course, the other song was released 10 years prior, but that was their first track in 10 years, or at least 11 years, 10 or 11 years at that point. And then, so now this is the first even track in 10 years, first release in 26 years. Of course, Seisha, The Legends, Tendrils out of New York City, New York, #3 on our list of top 25 hardcore EPs of 2025. A well-deserving spot on the list. And to go on to #2, this is like the only really band that is kind of akin to. So before I even say this, I want to say that these top two albums I had a hard time picking between. They're both excellent, excellent albums. So this band is somewhat akin to. I would say like that Dance Gavin Dance style of math rock oriented post hardcore. Bands like Hail the Sun, Dance Gavin Dance, stuff like that. This is the band, and I guess this band's been around, but I haven't heard of them before. But it's Father Deer Hands, and they have a new EP out called Choke on Dirt as It Greets You. And this album is fucking good, dude. It fucking rips hard. I am just going to play you the introductory track off the album, which I did not set up. And it is called. So I had this at #1. I'm just going to say, I had this at #1, even up until starting this stream. But then I realized that another band that I had featured on a little lower, because they were on a split EP with only 2 tracks. I didn't even realize that they had a full EP themselves. I completely missed that. It passed by my radar. But so I haven't even listened to that EP, but I know it's gonna be #1 because the other 2 tracks, which are kind of like, I guess, B-sides of the off the album, were probably my favorite. 2 of my favorite post-hardcore tracks of the year. So I just skipped them all. I had them probably around like #10 or something like that. But I skipped them all the way up to #1, and I'm gonna downgrade with all due respect. Father Deer Hands is an amazing band, equally deserving of a top slot. It all comes down to what the style that you prefer individually. Yeah, if you are a fan of bands like those kind of math rocky post-hardcore bands like Dance Gavin Dance or Hail the Sun, as I am, I'm a huge Hail the Sun fan. I got to see them at Furnace Fest on 2024, and it was fucking awesome. This is the song "Nothing Down Here Blooms."
Spiral down into my doom. Misery by the tablespoon. Written on my doom inside that nothing blooms. Spiral down into my doom. Misery by the tablespoon. Written on my doom inside that nothing blooms. Inside that nothing blooms. Maybe someday I will just implode. I just wanted to get out and see the sun again. I don't know where our souls or our stories go when I'm dead and on the road. I hope that I'm not alone. Spiral down into my doom. Misery by the tablespoon. Written on my doom inside that nothing blooms.
Yeah, maybe comparing him to Dancing Against Hell the Sun wasn't the best because you probably expected like high pitch vocals. He definitely has a much more raspy voice. It is more melodic. I just was trying to say like it's more like of a math rocky style of post hardcore. But yeah, Father to Your Hands, Choke on Dirt, as it greets you. Fucking awesome release out of Flagstaff, Arizona. Number 2 on our list of top 25 hardcore EPs of 2025, bringing us to number 1. If this band has been around, I don't know how I haven't heard of them, because holy hell are they ever good. Um, this is the band Spares out of Portland, Oregon, and they have they have a six song release on their own. So this is their EP, self-titled. They're out of Portland, Oregon. If I can't remember if I mentioned that or not, but so they have a 6-track release, and then they have 2 additional tracks which they released on a split with Treasure Pains. And Treasure Pains is from, where's Treasure Pains from? Can't remember now. Durham, North Carolina. So I'm gonna play you a track or 2 off of this EP. Then I'm gonna play you. We'll kind of talk about it, and then because this band is real fucking good. They kind of blend noise rock with post hardcore, and fuck is it ever good. So yeah, we'll start by playing a couple tracks off of their self-titled release. We're gonna go with just the first 2 tracks, Influence and Broken Mold, and then I'll come back and talk about it, and then we'll play a song off of the split with Treasure Pains, and then recap the list. Thank you for coming and checking out the stream. If you did come here from Reddit, I know it's a midweek early stream today. I will post the VODs as soon as I get them uploaded to YouTube. Replace the link for the Twitch stream with the VODs from YouTube. But yeah, without any further ado, this is Spares. Fucking awesome. I'm pretty sure this band is new because I have not heard of them before, but holy hell are they ever fucking good. This is Influence and Broken Mold off of their self-titled, and I want to say, if I am not mistaken, debut EP out of Portland, Oregon.
Unless you can prove your worth in time, your
Yeah, this album has everything or this band in general has everything I love about post-hardcore incorporated into it. Some like, heart-wrenching emo riffs. I love that spoken word style that like, bands like Seisha and This Day Forward kind of were forerunners of. Um, and I love that like noise rock aspect that they incorporate into the um, more overarching post-hardcore style. This is just a fucking awesome band. The first track was Influence. Second track was Broken Mold. They are the first two tracks off of. This is their debut LP, by the way. I did look that up in the meantime. Looks like they've been around since 2022, but this is the first release that they've put forward. So yeah, fucking awesome album. Like I said, so this is the self-titled debut EP from Spares out of Portland, Oregon. I did mention that they also have a split with the band Treasure Pains from Durham, North Carolina, and they have 2 additional tracks on that release, which they basically said, they didn't, I don't know, like, you might wonder why they didn't just make this an 8-song release, like basically release a full-length album. They said they didn't see where it fit in. So I might even like the one track off of the EP even better. So the 2 tracks are called Joke and New Indignities. Um, I'm just gonna play you the track Joke because it's 6 minutes long, but it's a fucking banger. Yeah, split with Treasure Pains. The Treasure Pains side is also great, just not as noteworthy in my opinion as the Spares, the 2 tracks from Spares, which is what put them on my radar in the first place. But yeah, this is Joke by Spares out of Portland, Oregon, off of their split with Treasure Pains. Yeah, number one band on our 2025 best of post-hardcore EPs list today. Yeah, that might be my favorite track by them. That's such a good track, but obviously that's a little bit more like emo, even post-punk leaning a little bit. It kind of reminds me, like the vibe off of this track here kind of reminds me of the Murder Capital. If you're familiar with the band, the Murder Capital, especially their album from this year. But yeah, uh, great fucking band. Spares out of Portland, Oregon, well deserving of the #1 spot with their self-titled debut EP and. This here split with Treasure Pains, where they give us 2 more tracks. We're going to recap the list for you today. The top 25 hardcore EPs of 2025 are at number 25, Rosemary Nods Upon the Grave, EP1 out of Savannah, Georgia. Number 24, the Lakeside Amusement Coup d'etat Split. A couple bands out of BC, Lakeside Amusement Park, Lakeside Amusement Park out of Kelowna. Coup d'etat, awesome fucking band out of Victoria, BC. We'll hear from them again later. Number 23, My Better Half, self-titled debut. Or sorry, no, I don't know if that's their debut. Self-titled EP out of Seattle, Washington. Number 22, Rose the Sharon, If This Litter Leaves Candlelight, out of somewhere in Texas. I couldn't figure out where. Number 21, Pale Sistis, our first international band, Something Happens and Remains, out of Seoul, South Korea. Number 20, Imagine We Had Antlers, debut EP out of Phoenix, Arizona. Number 19, Calathea, Flowers and Knives, the first European offering from Galdacao, Spain. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Number 18, February's Run Like a Girl out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Like I said, they're playing January 27th in Toronto at Hard Luck Bar. If you want to go, if you live in the Southern Ontario like I do, definitely a show to watch out, or to go check out, I mean. Number 17, Coup d'etat's own EP. They did like I just mentioned, their split with Lakeside Lakeside Amusement Park out of Kelowna. This is their self-titled individual EP and they're out of Victoria. Number 16, three-way split from Florida featuring the bands Agile, Opposition Dolls, and Fingers Woven Together. Agile's from St. Petersburg, Florida. They also had an EP of their own. Opposition Dolls is from Miami, and Fingers Woven Together has members from Tampa, Miami, and Jacksonville. So 3 great Florida bands featured on one regional EP there. Number 15, super, super good Italian band from Forlì, Italy, Rayan, Forms Submerged, which means submerged forms. This release is sung in Italian, and the only kind of non-English release that I featured on today's list. Number 14, the most prolific band in post-hardcore life, and still it flutters, out of Texas, formerly Oak Park, Chicago. They put out 13 releases this year, including 2 full lengths, an EP that is basically a full length, this demo EP, and a handful of other EPs, and a single and a split as well. So if you're into this band, there's tons of shit to check out from this year from them. Number 13, another 3-way split, all bands from Chicago, 10-month summer, Valety, and Background Character. The 3-way split is called Chicago Handshakes. Great release. Number 12, another 4-way split, Aren't We Amphibians, the emo band, Awake But Still in Bed, California Cousins, and Your Arms Are My Cocoon. I think the top 3 bands, or the first 3 bands, are from California. I'm not sure where California Cousins are from, to be honest. I couldn't figure it out. But Your Arms Are My Cocoon is from Chicago. Number 11, Closures, The Sweet Suffering, from Sydney, Australia. A little bit more poppy offering on the list there, but really solid release nonetheless. Number 10, one of the more interesting releases on the list, Teal Deer's Menace out of Burton-on-Trent, UK. Like, has everything from metalcore to like new metal Korn style influences in there, but really catchy stuff and a great release. Number 9, Denton, Texas. Texas's record setter with their EP Evoke Invoke. They've been killing it out there. Record. If you're not already familiar with record setter, I don't know what to say. You should be. Number 8. This is definitely the most weird inclusion on this list today. This is Scarl XRD's, or however you say it, EP Penance out of Wolverhampton, UK. He is basically he calls himself a trap metal rapper, but I would say it's more like UK drill meets post hardcore. It's first and foremost a post hardcore album, but he does like have a little bit of rap style going on there. But that album is so good, and I highly recommend you check it out. Trap associations aside. Number 7, I Saw Daylight. Smiling is Overrated from Ulm, Germany. Number 6, Cage's Better Mistakes out of Ludwigsburg, Germany. That is a very so I Saw Daylight is kind of more hardcore leaning and like melodic hardcore leaning. Cage's Better Mistakes is very similar to This Day Forward. So if you're a fan of that band, you'll definitely want to check out Cage's. Number 5, Valities Drag Through the Garden. They were on the Chicago Handshakes three-way split earlier. They are, of course, from Chicago. That album is excellent. Number 4, Satsuma's This Is My Outside Voice from Kalamazoo, Michigan. You know, This Day Forward meets Thursday, kinda. But another great release from those guys. Number 3, of course, Seisha's Tendrils out of New York City, New York. Their first actual release in 26 years. The first new tracks in over 10 years. Great release from those guys. Number 2, Father Deerhand's Choke on Dirt as It Greets You out of Flagstaff, Arizona. Super good, raspy vocaled, mathy post-hardcore. And of course, number 1, Spares, which we just listened to. They have their self-titled debut EP, and they're split with Treasure Pains. Thank you so much. That was the top 25 post-hardcore EPs from 2025. I will be back in the next day or two with the list for the full-length releases in the post-hardcore world from 2025. I appreciate if you came and checked out the stream from Reddit or Facebook, and if not, I will post the YouTube VODs after for you to check out. Thank you for tuning in again, and I will catch you at the next one. Oh, by the way, The Alien You Call God on Twitch, The Arbiter of Cool on YouTube and Instagram. If you do want to check out the VODs, I recommend you do check them out on YouTube. But yes, thank you again for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.